What's going on, guys and girls? Static here, and welcome to the brand new HermitCraft Feed the Beast server. It's a funny thing, actually. I've tried to film this episode like 3 times now. Not specifically this episode, but the starting episode of my Feed the Beast series. I filmed it on the first server we had, and then that ended up getting wiped. We had to restart the server because of Thorncraft getting added and a bunch of ores and world generation features that we needed. And so we were playing on that world for a little while. I'd got to a point where I wanted to do a starting video, and then we had a whole issue with MystCraft, and that resulted in the server crashing like every time anyone logged on, so we had to restart. And yeah, so this is the third time of me trying to film my first episode, and so far I really haven't done a whole lot. I've essentially just ventured out from the spawn village. I sort of carved myself out a little area, put down like a crafting bench and a furnace, just to sort of mark it as, okay, this area is kind of taken. So we've got somewhere to go back to, and I've sort of just gathered up basic tools, and we're heading out looking for basic resources. Now, yeah, that's empty. We sort of want to get on the move now that the sun's starting to come up. You can see Tinfoil Chef is just over there. I was alone when I first came to this spot, and I thought it might have been a cool place for a base. I ran into some issues with angry zombies, those little red-eyed zombies. They are absolutely lethal with just the tiniest little bit of lag. You know, anytime you get even remotely close to them, which you kind of need to do to hit them, they get a punch in on you, and they hit hard. So without armor, they are like death on wheels for me. So that guy kicked my ass a couple of times until I came back. I fended him off with some chicken eggs that I somehow picked up from spawn, and got to my blocks, built a tower. Because the guy had, once he killed me the first time, he stole my stone sword, which an angry zombie by himself without armor is hard enough, but yeah, when he's wielding your sword, man, does he hit hard. He hit me once and I went down to like 1.5 hearts. So yeah, it hasn't been exactly the smoothest start. Got plenty of coal now, so we should be able to, when we start a base, use some generators in case we can't find any lava. Preferably, I would like to run the generators off lava, because that had, in my experience, has provided me with more power, which is always good. But yeah, my last worlds that I made were in MystCraft Ages, and they, even if you select to have caves and stuff in them, the caves are very, very rare. I have no idea why, but caves on MystCraft worlds are ridiculously rare. And so even though my main base was like, I had crystals and I had glowstone and I had ores galore around me, I had no lava. And yeah, I went through my coal supplies pretty quickly, so I would like to try and find some lava wherever we decide to settle our potential base, or our future base, and that way we can get some geothermal generators or something along that line going. I'm pretty sure there's a way that you can manufacture lava with lava, and you get more out than you put in, so we might try and do some research into that, I think, once we get some basic resources. Got plenty of coal. I don't know why. Whenever I go mining, I cannot leave coal behind. Every time I go mining, I have to take every single bit of every single ore that I see. I think part of it has to do with, like, a lot of the time when you dig behind coal, you end up finding things like redstone or iron or diamond as well, which is always nice. But yeah, I always, in my vanilla worlds and stuff, or on HermitCraft, when I'm mining, I have to take everything. And that's something that annoys me about this Thorncraft being added. Just added an absolute crap ton more ores, and like there's so many ores in caves now, it's ridiculous. Which would normally be a good thing. Don't get me wrong, I love seeing heaps and heaps of ores in caves, but I have no use for those at the moment. So it'd be a real waste of my time to mine them. So I'll just sort of leave them there. But then that kind of annoys me as well, seeing the ores in the wall of the cave. So yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit annoying, but I'm sure I'll manage, and I will survive. We need some food. I ate the last of my chicken, so what I might do is I'll start this furnace cooking, and then I'm gonna have a bit of a run around, and I don't need that much coal in there, but whatever. We'll set a waypoint as well. I haven't done that the last couple of times I've found like a starting base, and I had to leave behind my furnace and crafting table because I couldn't find them. So we will add, I don't know, safe house. That'll do. I love these waypoints. One thing that I found though is in my MystCraft world, the waypoints kept resetting, even though the waypoints in spawn would stay. Like I had a waypoint set at spawn and a couple of other people's bases, just so I know whose was what. And yeah, the ones in spawn stayed fine, but the ones in the MystCraft world disappeared every time. So not quite sure what the deal is there, but I guess it doesn't really matter since we've removed MystCraft completely from this pack. We're just running a straight Minecraft mod pack for anyone who is interested. That seriously looks like a door there, but I don't see any name tags around, and the water would suggest otherwise. It's a very strange sort of formation. So I'm essentially just trying to scan around for where I want to start my potential base. As I've mentioned many times, am not really all that good when it comes to like the architecture of. Oh, I see a village. That would be a good place to start. I mean, it's not a base, but it can be like a base camp kind of area. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. That tree needs to be lit up though. And need to take care of this zombie. Hopefully there's still some villagers around we can have someone to trade with. We'll just eat some of this raw just to stop our health from going down. This is looking really cool. I think we might actually build here. What I was going to say is I'm not really all that good with the architecture of Minecraft, so I usually need to find specific terrain that inspires me, and I generally build with the shape of the terrain. So like mountains like this, I'll probably dig into them, and then eventually my buildings and stuff will fill up. The inside and poke out, and the buildings will take their shape that way. I can't sort of just build a building from scratch on flat ground. I'm just not that. I mean, I could, but it would end up being just a cobblestone cube, essentially. I mean, I might use a couple of other resources like wood and stuff. I'm not completely inept, but yeah, I'm not exceptionally talented in that regards either. I much prefer dealing with things like redstone and making contraptions and stuff like that. Alright, we do have a villager or two. He had a decent trade. We can get emeralds pretty quickly that way. Yep, also a nice trade. Alright, what I want to try and find is this, there it is, the blacksmith, because he's got some furnaces that we can borrow. That way I won't have to use any of my stone to make one. Because I'm going to need a bunch of stone in a minute. Because I want to wall in this entire village. For now, I think I'll just use like a stone fence or something just to keep him safe, but eventually I will put a bit of a higher wall around. So what I think we might do, we will, what do we have to cook? We've got 5 of those, so we'll just put that in with 1 piece of coal. Nice and simple. I can eat the rotten flesh just to stem my hunger so we don't die of starvation. And I didn't get poisoned as well, which is always a nice thing. And I've always been a fan of hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, so what I think we're going to do is I'm just going to pinch a little bit of... I'm going to get out of this hole first, usually is a good place to start. Whoa, what is that guy? Come back. Where'd he go? What on earth are you? Knowledge fragment. Okay, we need a... I don't know what that is, but that sounds like it could be valuable to someone. So we need to get one of those really quickly. Saw a guy back there trading for paper, so if we could maybe... Actually, I should really quickly set a waypoint. I don't want to lose this village. Yeah, if we can find some sugarcane of some sort, we can... Let's add this as village. I just hope in the meantime no one else sort of stumbles upon this. Although Tinfoil Chef is getting awfully close. It's almost like he's following me or something. Alright, I am still getting very hungry, so I do need to take this steak before I head off. What was it? There was one offering chickens, and one was offering paper. Or asking for paper, not offering. I should eat that. Can't just keep it in your inventory to fill your hunger bar. There we go. So all we need is 1 emerald. We could get 14 chickens. I do have a bunch of eggs, so... although they need to then mature, don't they? So that's not a good idea. Books. See, the other guy was trading paper, and we don't need leather for that. Let's see if we can find some sugarcane nearby. I see a bit of a green area on the mini-map over this way. I don't really like my chances of finding sugarcane in this. It's like just a stone biome. Like, no dirt or anything, but there's a little bit of sugarcane. Okay, that's not really a whole heap, but we can make do with that for now. Like, once we get these guys encased and safe, it doesn't really matter anyway. The guy's not going to die. I'll take care of him, and should only be a little while before we have enough sugarcane. Okay, I think that's about as far as I want to go. I've got a little bit. It's starting to get dark. I could probably go out into the jungle there, or the forest and find some more. There are a couple of little water lakes out there, but I'm not really a big fan of that biome. I always tend to get lost or lose my bearings, and even with these waypoints, I don't really want to chance it, especially with the sun going down at the moment, and I still have no armor. So I think we're going to stay back at the village here, although we're going to help defend them a little bit. I've just noticed they are very dark. There's not all that many torches. We happen to have a ton of coal, which we are going to now put to good use and protect this village, because we're going to spend the night here, I think. Although, as I was saying before I went off on a tangent, as I do, is I like to hit 2 birds with 1 stone, and so like on HermitCraft, I'm digging out a mine and trying to make it into a cool kind of project, while I was trying to gather stone for the walls of solitude and the buildings and stuff. And so I want to do a similar sort of thing here. I have a feeling I want my base over in that mountain there. That's where I want to start my base, and then eventually I'll move out into the surrounding mountains. Oh, we have a dungeon. I didn't even see that. I don't want to tackle that yet, because I have seen one of those before. I might actually upload my the footage from the first episodes that I recorded as like bonus footage or something at some point. But yeah, I did attack one of those, and I know that there's a skeleton spawner and a zombie spawner in there, and last time I went in there was a wisp spawn as well, so I'd like to get some armor going before we do that, and I've almost got enough, so if we can remember where that blacksmith was. So yeah, I will be starting my base in that mountain behind me, and so I think I might want to go over there, start hollowing out some space to put in some basic machines and whatever else, and that should get us the stone we need for this village here. Because I don't really have all that much. I can see what I can do for now. I mean, this spider's just not going to quit, is he? Come on then, eat my sword. There we go. Now I need to use a little bit more of that cobble. Yeah, also, one thing that I might want to mention is in the previous videos that I recorded. You'll see this as well if I do happen to upload them. The server was hosted over in the UK somewhere, or in Europe, and that my ping was ridiculous. I had like a 750 millisecond ping or something like that. And so even with my new upgraded 100 megabyte internet connection, I was lagging like crazy. Now we have enough. Cool, so we'll steal those. And we need more wood as well. Okay, so as I was saying, because one unexpected upside of the server being like raped by MystCraft is that with the server restart, we'd been talking for a while about the possibility of moving the server somewhere closer to, and I'm going to need a chest as well, aren't I? Closer to all of the other, or sort of everyone on the server, so moving it somewhere like where HermitCraft was hosted. But because most people on the server weren't experiencing really that much lag, and only a couple of us experienced any sort of lag to speak of, really, we decided it was probably not worth the move. However, now that the server has like crapped itself, we've sort of made a break and moved the server now to where the HermitCraft server is hosted. And I gotta say, I'm very, very happy about this. And I keep putting that extra one there. I know it doesn't really matter, but yeah, the amount of lag that I was experiencing then as compared to now is just insane. It's chalk and cheese. Part of the reason, and I don't want to make excuses here, but part of the reason here why I haven't been recording too much lately is over the Christmas period, I just didn't really feel in the mood. Like I had so many other things to consider, like buying Christmas presents for all my friends and family, and all the Christmas dinners, and trying to juggle relatives who don't like other relatives, or competing schedules, all that kind of stuff. It was just a stressful time, but also like in a good way. Like I do love Christmas and spending all that time with my family. It sort of forces us to interact. But yeah, I sort of just wanted to focus on the holiday period and just relaxing for a little while. I didn't want the added stress of having to record and produce videos on top of that, as well as trying to work a little bit extra to get money for presents for everyone, and the lag on the Feed the Beast server, because I love Feed the Beast. I'm still pretty newbie at it, I'm not gonna lie, but I do really like what I've seen so far, and I can see a lot of potential. I think we're going to come up with some really, really cool stuff. But the lag on the server was just it wasn't too bad. It was okay, but it was just kind of at that point, like like the lag was just at that point, like when you're watching a TV show and the audio's just slightly out of sync, like just by a couple of milliseconds or like half a second, and you don't really notice too much, but it just grates on you, just grinds your gears, just something about it. It was the same with the lag. Like it was just that extra like half a second that yeah, it was just so frustrating. But now with the server now closer to where I am, and hosted where HermitCraft is, which I get virtually no lag on HermitCraft. I mean, I'm in Australia, I'm on the other side of the world, so I'm always going to get a little bit of lag, but and I don't have a weapon. Time to run. What is that? That sounds like a wisp to me. Yeah, so there's a wisp already in that dungeon. I have no idea how to sort out a wisp problem. I know you can kill them, and I have killed one or two, but I don't know. I heard in one of the guys' videos that it's something about, I think it was Exuma on some other server, was, yeah, they were messing around with something, and apparently they'd created a bunch of magical energy, and that was creating wisps. So I'm assuming that dungeon is probably like an area of high magical energy. I swear I was cooking something. Or did I get it all already? Alright, must have got it all. So we'll use these 2 bits of wood since they're sort of odd socks kind of planks. That's not what we wanted, but that's okay. We have some stone. I guess we needed one anyway because we were about to... Oh, that's not how you make a sword. We're about to run out of that pick, and I do want to do a bit more mining. And I don't want to have a random stick in my inventory, so we'll just make some of those. Okay, so now that we're back at spawn, and I think I've finished my tangent. If not, I've just lost my train of thought, and you guys are spared from like another 15 minutes of ranting. But I think it's time we make ourselves, and I'm going to need more iron for that, of course. Actually, is there any... There's some water over there. Don't know how far away that is or how easily accessible, but actually we can probably just borrow one of these farms. I did see a farm, and I got to climb that again. We're going to have to make this a lot more user-friendly in the future. We'll probably add some bridges and platforms and stuff around. We'll renovate the place. But yeah, so if we chuck some torches around here, we'll just chuck them like that. That should melt the ice. And I think, I'm pretty sure I can just break this. No, yes I can. Cool. Alright. So yeah, those torches should keep the ice melted. And I emphasize should. And so we should be able to now place our sugarcane down. And I mean, it's not much at all, but I'm sort of feeling a time lapse coming close. And so that means these will grow plenty in just a few seconds for you guys. So I think we'll be right back. I think that village is sufficiently walled up now. It took me a little while, but yeah, we're good. And we also got some redstone out of that. So we should pretty soon be able to start making some sort of machines. Right now, I think I've got full iron armor. I've got a nice brand new iron sword. It's time to take on this dungeon, see what we get, see what the challenges are like. And already right off the bat, we got 2 of those wisps. Can't seem to get a hit on the damn things. And a skeleton as well. Come to flank us. Don't know why we're not regenerating health as quickly as I'd like, but that skeleton's going to come up there. There he is. Oh, it's more than one, more than one. Okay, we need to retreat. Tactical retreat. Good timing as well. We can say goodbye to Tinfoil Chef. Okay, we need some food, otherwise we're not going to regenerate health. And we'll go back in for round 2. I think probably my most important thing to do, because I did leave the mob spawning there for a while, standing on top of the dungeon. Thought it'd be fun to have a little bit of a challenge. I think we're going to run straight in there. That's right, burn, my lovelies, burn. We're going to run straight for the spawners, try and light them up, and then that way we won't have to deal with any more mobs, because with just a plain iron sword, I'm not going to be able to kill them as quickly as they'll be able to spawn, I don't think. Especially not with this many of them and the wisps taking cheap shots at me. So I'll take a moment to regenerate this health. Should only take another couple of seconds. I was thinking during like filming the cutscene that I should probably make some wooden fences and make a pen for cows, but most of my cows are stuck up on the and sheep as well, stuck up on the mountain anyway. They're not going anywhere, so no point wasting energy and rounding them up just yet. So let's go for... Oh, of course, there's a skeleton right in the entryway. Get our torches. We're probably going to die here. Oh, we're almost definitely going to die here. Yep, this is going to be a death point, I think. Yeah, we're done. We're done. And a bunch of them took my stuff. Well, this is spawn, for those of you who haven't seen it yet. It's good when we're this far away, those mobs will... Should have seen the other guys. Alright. I mean, there was an absolute ton of them. So where is my waypoint gone? Waypoint. Safe house and village are both on. Same with death point, but I don't see anything. There's death point. There they are. Alright, so actually while we're here... Alright, so we just helped King Daddy D-Mac over there with trimming those leaves on the rubber trees, and in exchange we got 4 little rubber saplings. So that means we don't have to go and track down a swamp, which is good. I didn't really feel like doing that. Simply because I just don't know if any swamps have spawned nearby. There's no real guarantee. So I'd rather just take the saplings we've got, and yeah, I do want to start actually making use of oh, that was good timing. Yeah, I generally when I play on these servers, I like to do everything myself. Like in my base anyway, I like to be responsible for getting everything myself. Like every time I've come on the Feed the Beast servers, the guys have been amazing and like offered to make me jetpacks, and like I remember when I first got on the old server. Unhost gave me a pair of rubber boots, and those things were so OP. Like for those of you who are sort of new to the Feed the Beast pack, the rubber boots only took like a small amount of rubber, and they made you essentially invincible. Yeah, what are you doing outside the village, man? You need to get inside. I need to find out. That's right. It was in the in here. This is going to be a bit of a suicide run. I'm hoping they haven't all spawned yet. Oh, they have. Dang it. Oh, that's right. When they pick up items, they don't despawn, do they? Crap, that's not good. Oh, we need to get to a block. Get to a block. Get to a block. Ah, I got to a block, but this is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. It doesn't matter too much. There's like every time I leave that area, those chunks despawn. So I've got 5 minutes worth of tries to get those items out. Was it 5 or 10? It's been so long since I did anything with item decay that I've completely forgotten, but it's either 5 or 10. I know that much. So yeah, we've got plenty of time. I'm in no hurry. Even if we don't get the stuff that we had back, it's only just it's a bit of iron. It's like half a stack of iron. Nothing really that serious in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I generally, on these servers, I'll get myself into a bit of a pickle, and I'll just, it just keeps going. Oh, great. Another armored zombie over there. Whoa, what the hell? That didn't post. Alright, so we need to get in there. We need a sword. Okay, let's be smart about this. Like we can be brave Australians and rush in there like we normally would, but we need at least some sort of weaponry, and we need at least some sort of blocks, and we should be able to get those both pretty easily. I mean, that's pretty lowbrow tech, so we should have something in this chest that we can MacGyver into something. So there we go. We got sticks right off the bat. We cannot make a dirt sword. We can make a wooden sword if we want to. Yeah, well, look, no, I can't make a pick, so yeah, wooden sword's going to have to do for now. We've got a stack of gravel, and that's all I'll need to take on this dungeon. Maybe a couple of torches. We should have some coal in this chest here. Yeah, we do. We got plenty. We only have 1 stick, though. So there we go. We've got 5 torches now. And a sword and some blocks. Let's go get our stuff. We're running low on health as well, on food as well. So maybe it Like, that regen is going to be priceless. Like, we really need that. So, I mean, it doesn't regen that quickly, but in the end, it could come down to half a heart. Like, if I had been able to get to those blocks quicker, I had half a heart thereabouts, and we would have been able to survive. I would have been able to jump stack up, and we would have been out of their reach. Of course, then the wisps would have spawned, the skeletons would have spawned, all that kind of... Yeah, you can't get in here, zombies. I really should have replanted that wheat. That was really poor etiquette of me. I do hear a cow somewhere, though. There he is. Now, oh, that's okay. He didn't really take that many hits. I was going to say we're probably going to now waste most of the hits of our... Now, if we just eat that, that's not going to be enough. That's going to do like 3 hunger bars. So we should eat 1 to stem the flow. So, you know, stitch in time kind of deal. And then we should quickly punch out... We should have punched out one of the logs. It would have taken the same amount of time, but we would have got 4 of them in one go. That was a bad decision right there. We did have coal, though. I didn't even need that wood. I did not even realise that. Yeah, the sugarcane farm didn't really work. I was hoping that the water wouldn't... that's going to hurt a little bit. Yeah, I was hoping that the water wouldn't freeze. I knew it was going to freeze a little bit, but I was hoping it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, apparently it is. So I think we did light up the area, so we shouldn't really need torches, because we did make that suicide rush in there for a reason. So I think if we take this kind of a little bit slower... Good dodge, good dodge. Alright, skeletons are obviously still spawning, so we'll do that. At least those zombies are keeping my stuff. We need to take out the skeleton. Here's our main... We do have gravel. Let's lure him into the corner here and drop some gravel on him. Now that's old school right there. That's old school combat. Now we should be able to just stand on this bit of gravel, or the smart zombie there jumping up on the chest to try and get some reach. Oh, I should not have jumped down in there with him. But, success. We have our stuff back, and with some more torches, this dungeon is officially locked down, although I think those wisps might be able to still spawn as well. Let's see what we got ourselves. We got an enchanted book of Feather Falling 3. That is going to come in very, very handy. I do tend to fall down a lot. We got gold ingots, thormium ingots. Now, I was talking with the guys earlier on TeamSpeak, and a lot of them sounded like they wanted this stuff. So, even though I might not necessarily want it, I'll definitely keep that in case some of them do. That's only one chest. That was a good find. We've got another steel leggings. Speaking of which, we should probably put some of this armor on. I'm assuming steel leggings are going to be better than iron, since they take... And that looks cool as well. I like how there's a bit of variation in my armor. That's quite cool. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got a bronze sword, which is better than our wood one, and I'm assuming better than the stone one. We might as well take... that stuff. Oh, yep, there's that wisp. I knew the wisp would be back. Oh, God, they're annoying. Need some overhead cover is what I need. Okay, that gives me a little bit of breathing room. Not much. So we sort of don't want to take our time in here. We want to get out of here pretty quickly. Oh, we got pretty much a full set of steel now. We do have different boots. But yeah, we got steel armor. That's quite nifty. And I think that's pretty much all of the treasure. I do have an axe on me, and I do want to take these chests. I've noticed the last couple of times that I've played Feed the Beast that I always get wrapped up in making the machines and stuff, and I always forget to have a decent wood supply. How did you get me through the logs? Cheaty McCheaty face. Yeah, so... chests do take up quite a bit of wood, and so I think I'll just steal those chests and won't worry about building them myself. Now that should be an escape route right there, because this running up is going to be much faster than the ladder. It'll get us behind cover quicker, and now we can get a shot off at the wisp. Got to get up onto the second story now. These guys are fun to fight, man. They're like... I don't know if this bronze sword is any better than the wood sword. But yeah, these guys, like, there we go. He's dead. And we got nothing because we can't pick it up yet. Get rid of that string. Wispy Essence. That's something as well that I heard people talking about. I think that was on Exuma's server. That other one that he's playing on. Oh, almost forgot a chest. Okay, so I'll take that. We've still got this place here, so I can come back for the spawners and the mossy cobblestone. But I think that's done for now. So I want to really quickly set up a rubber farm. And once we've done that, we should be able to start making some machines. At least some basic machines to get us started. And I think that's, yeah, that's not bad progress for one episode. Alright, so I haven't quite finished the rubber farm, but already there's an absolute ton of sticky resin on those trees. So I want to get that nice and quickly. Get some beginning rubber at least. I think I can do this in reverse. No, apparently not. I should really throw away some of this junk in my inventory. Let's just really quickly see what we can stash. Stash some of the good stuff. Yeah, so I want to just grab this rubber really quickly. We can get that started cooking up into, or get this sticky resin, cook it into rubber, I should say. And that should be enough to get us started with some basic machines. I would finish the complete farm, but like I said, we've already got some here, so we might as well get started on that. Plus, I need to head off in about 20 minutes, and I do want to finish recording this video by today, just because I don't want to leave you guys without videos for too long again. I know it has been like a month or so between since I've been regularly uploading, although I guess I haven't really ever been regularly uploading. It's always been changing the time, but I do want to thank you guys a lot. One thing I noticed after this previous 1 and a bit month break is that you guys were very, very, very cool about it. You know, like I see a lot of YouTubers, they like don't upload a video after, you know, two minutes after it's due up, and then they start getting like, you know, messages from people like, where's the video, what's going on, come on, get your act together, like all that kind of stuff. But you guys, yeah, you haven't been like that. You know, it's been I actually only had one person ask me where the videos were, and they did it very nicely. So I appreciate that you guys have given me, you know, being so cool about me taking a little bit of time. And I really, really sincerely want to thank everyone who's watching this video at the moment. You guys are no joke, and I know it sounds corny, but literally you guys are the reason I do this. This is what makes it fun. People who, you know, watch my videos, appreciate the content that I put out, but don't presume anything on it, and don't like, you know, take it too seriously. You know, this is I'm doing this for fun, so yeah, I don't want to be taking it too seriously. So we do need to still, though, we actually did smelt up that copper. We were very smart. We do need to get rid of some of this junk, though. So I'm going to make another chest, because that one's looking pretty full. And yeah, I'm normally not good with that sentimental stuff, guys, so I hope that'll suffice. Alright, what am I making chests for? I already had plenty of them, so we have some storage. I actually want to have my machines on that side, so I'll put extra storage on that side there. Alright, and we can now get rid of most of this stuff. Yeah, we're going to need more iron than that. Alright, well, given the iron situation and the fact that I have to leave in like 15 minutes for a friend's birthday, I think we should probably just quit while we're ahead. In my mind, we've made some pretty decent progress for a first episode. We've had some action. We've had the whole shebang. All we needed was a romance. Might have been some bromance in there, we never know, somewhere in the chat. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And yeah, don't worry, it won't be too long till I see you guys again, or till you see me, I should say, now that the server's been moved and this lag is barely noticeable. So yeah, I should be on a lot more, and I'll probably see you guys here same time next week.